Hey Taurus, what's up? Welcome to my channel. I'm your girl So Cosmic and welcome to my cosmic life. Today we're going to get into how your person feels. Okay Taurus, this is going to be for any Taurus placement that you have, or if you have planets in your second house in your birth chart, there could be messages here that you resonate with. Do consider that this is a general reading. It is not going to resonate for everyone, so take what does resonate and leave what doesn't. All right, let's get into your story and see what's going on with your person and how they feel. We're going to start off with the Singles and Relationship Oracle deck, looking at their overall energy, how they see you, how they see the connection, what they desire from the connection, what they perceive as a blockage in the connection, what action they may take, the potential outcome, and then we'll throw some advice on top at the end. All right, how does your person feel? Yeah, so we're going to start with the Oracle deck and then we'll throw some tarot on top of that, okay, to clarify. Holy Divine Spirit, Most High God. Excuse me. Someone, I feel like there could be something as far as blockages. There could be communication blocking, could be health that's blocking this connection. So that was weird. Let me start over. Holy Divine Spirit, Most High God, Source of all creation, please allow me to deliver clear and accurate messages to the Taurus Collective. May I deliver the messages without bias and with clarity so that they can make decisions that benefit their highest good. Ashe, Amen. One more. How does this person feel? How does this person feel? Soulmate only. You have many soulmates who would be great for you. There's not just one. I feel like this this came out in the reverse. They may be questioning whether or not this is an actual soulmate connection. Didn't I say something like there's some type of spiritual interference? Did I say that? There's some type of interference, or there's something, a blockage with the communication. It's maybe they're not hearing something spiritually when it relates to this. How do they see you? We're going to get into that. How do they see you? How does this person see Taurus? How does this person see Taurus? Seeking perfection. Everyone has flaws. Choose only 5 must-haves and deal breakers that matter. They see you as seeking perfection, like maybe you're holding them to a standard that's too high for them, and so that makes them question whether or not you're a true soulmate. Okay, they're making excuses though. One thing I know about Taurus is Taurus doesn't like excuses. Like, either you can do it or you can't, because Taurus gonna get it done. It may be slow, but no shade, no tea. I'm a Mars and Taurus, and my Sun and my Mercury are in the second house, so I understand Taurian energy. But like, what's the excuse? Either you'll get it done or you're not. You have so many reasons that it never works out. Find reasons that it can work. Honestly, Taurus, I feel like this person thinks you demand too much, and I don't know who you're dealing with, but they feel like it's too much is what I'm getting. Let's see how they see the connection. We're gonna find out. Taurus is like, but why not? Untrue stories. They tell themselves untrue stories. This is how they see the connection. They see something about this that it says, you tell yourself bad things, change your stories, and see the good that can happen. This person is full of excuses of why it doesn't work, but they feel like you're seeking perfection, but I don't think you're seeking perfection, Taurus. It's just like there's a way to do things and there's a way not to do things, and this person is clearly not doing. They're like making up reasons why this is not a soulmate, why this can't work. They're making up untrue stories. They're having all types of excuses. They fear loneliness. You stay in bad relationships because you are lonely. Be okay with being with yourself. Now that could be a message to you, Taurus. Maybe you're wanting more out of this person that they can actually give. And Maybe it's because you don't want to be lonely. I don't know. I don't feel like that's true, but for someone that could be true. Cross watcher, I don't know. We see you. But I don't think this person can match what you're needing from this connection. Or maybe you are seeking too much, Taurus. So that's something to look at. Maybe, you know, your expectations are way too high when it comes to relationships. And so you end up staying in relationships because you just don't want to be lonely. I don't know. Flip it, reverse it. I don't know. If it's not your story, though, don't make it fit. But someone here is fearing loneliness. So what they desire from the connection. They have rejection, and it's in reverse. They don't want to be rejected by you. It says build your confidence by dating a lot and find out what people like about you. It's in the reverse, though. This is what they want. They don't want you to reject them. I feel like maybe you are seeking perfection. They feel unloved. It says unloved, don't feel unloved under the deck. But it's something about them feeling like they can't live up to what you expect here. What is the blockage? What do they perceive as a blockage? Retreating. Your fear of being hurt has made you retreat. It's time to get out and try again. This person retreats. This person doesn't, this is really like the Aries reading, trying to bleed over to some degree. This person doesn't feel like they can live up to what you're offering. Playing games. You don't need to play games to keep the right one interested in you. So they retreat. They tell themselves untrue stories. I'm getting a lot as far as like self-worth issues. And again, this is kind of mirroring or bleeding in from the Aries reading. So you may have Aries placements as a Taurus. You may be a Taurus Aries cusper. I don't know, but go check out that reading as well. But it's something about them retreating, telling themselves untrue stories so they don't get rejected. So it's like they want to leave you first, or they want to sabotage it first with soulmate only in reverse, telling themselves that, yeah, Taurus just wants too much, and so they retreat. I don't know. That's how they play games. At least maybe that's how you feel they're playing games in this connection. What action may they take? What's the action they may take? Staying stuck. You keep repeating old patterns. It's time to try something new. This person has a pattern of sabotaging. And so they stay stuck. They don't really get fulfillment out of relationships because they sabotage it. They don't feel like they deserve it. They have maybe some type of abandonment wound, so they will reject you first, or reject people first, so that they can not feel the rejection from others. Tolerating abuse. Any kind of abuse is not okay. You deserve someone who treats you well. I feel like this is what this person does, Taurus. I feel like this is what this person does. And it may be like not a malicious act of abuse, but it feels like that because it feels like they're playing games. It's like they keep making excuses. This person has an avoidant attachment is what I got. Hiding feelings. Yeah, addiction, getting hurt, fear of loss. They have an avoidant attachment. Somebody resonates with that, I know. Okay, so what is the potential outcome here? Pent up anger. You have unresolved feelings from your past that make you resentful toward others. Taurus, who are you dealing with? And you're just getting crumbs from this person, because this person has some type of pent up anger from maybe an abandonment wound. So they show up as someone who is avoidant and plays some type of games where they come in and retreat, because they fear being rejected. They don't want to be rejected, and they tell themselves untrue stories. And this is all related to some type of insecurity and self-worth wound. Definitely go check out the Aries video. Let's throw some tarot on top of this to see what this is all about. Okay, Taurus, let's see. What is this soulmate only? Soulmate only. In reverse. We have the Hermit in reverse and the Four of Cups in reverse. Then we have the Four of Wands. Definitely go check out the Aries. They have the Four of Wands in reverse in the same position as a clarifier on how that person feels. But with the Four of Cups and the Hermit in reverse, this person doesn't do any type of self-reflecting. They're always going to miss opportunities because they don't have any self-awareness. They don't have any self-awareness, and this could indeed be some type of soulmate connection that you guys have, because that soulmate only is in reverse. It's like they don't want to believe that this is a soulmate connection, but it is. With the Four of Wands, could be a twin flame. I don't know if you subscribe to that. Definitely a fated connection here. Four of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, like you guys coming together and meeting was not by accident, but it's something that this person doesn't want to recognize. They don't want to go inward and do any type of work to meet you where you need to be met in this connection. Okay, so seeking perfection is how they see you. They may think you demand too much, but I don't think that you're demanding too much at all. It's just, this is what is required for a relationship to sustain itself, and they're not showing up because of these excuses and things that they make. Okay, Taurus, seeking perfection. This is how they see you. Yes, they feel like you may be spiritually elevated. They feel this. So they feel this spiritual connection. They feel it, but they don't do the inner work to address it. They feel like you're more spiritually elevated, but this is also you with the Hierophant. This is Taurus energy. They feel like they have to be perfect to be in a connection with you, and I feel like they have some type of self-worth issues that they try to avoid or they don't address. With the Five of Cups, they feel like they can't meet you where you're at. Could be dealing with the Libra with the Justice card there. Yeah, this person is still learning about spirituality. Could be. Now, what I will say is this definitely feels like twin flame type energy. A lot of my readings have that energy because I myself am a twin. So the energy shows up in what Spirit wants me to relay to the collective. So this could be like a twin flame energy. Again, though, if you don't subscribe to that, then don't try to take that on, because it's not for everybody. But this person feels like they have a lot to learn when it comes to you. You're more elevated, more awakened, more along your spiritual journey. But they do recognize, I think they have some type of recognition of this being some type of soulmate type connection, even if it's not a twin flame. But they have a lot of work to get to where you are. Okay? Yeah, they have a lot of work. Seven of Pentacles. They tell themselves untrue stories when it comes to how they see the connection. You could have told them, you're my twin flame. They like, why are you making up shit? Like, what is that? Okay, so that's may be something that, a dialogue that you two have shared. Or you could have said, you're my soulmate. And they're like, I don't believe in soulmates. I don't know. We have the Emperor, could be dealing with an Aries. If I haven't said it already, Go check out the Aries video. A lot of the same theme is coming up. But I feel like with the Emperor showing up there, is like they feel like you're too rigid, you're too controlling, like you want perfection, like it's your way or the highway type, like this is what has to happen in our connection for it to work. These could be things that they feel, okay? What is the Emperor here? The Chariot could be dealing with a Cancer. Also have that Hermit in reverse, could be a Virgo that you're dealing with. Yeah, I feel like they think you're too demanding, Taurus. Like you, with that Chariot and the Emperor, is like you have a lot of willpower and drive, and you're very, this is how it has to go. Very, I don't know, Taurus, I've heard that y'all can be stubborn, but you know, I didn't say that. That's just what the zodiac archetype said. But they feel like you're very direct and want things to go a certain way, and this is how this has to go for this to work. They feel some rigidity, things being very controlled and structured in the connection is how they see the connection, and it's burdensome. With the Ten of Wands, it's a lot, it's too much. Like I said, they have a lot of growing up to do, that they feel like they have a lot that they have to master and do to be on your level. Okay, Taurus, this rejection in reverse on what they desire from the connection, they want to stop feeling rejected, like they're not enough, is what I'm getting. Okay, what is rejection in reverse? We have Nine of Swords, Four of Swords. Yeah, they just want a time out from all the stress that comes with this connection. They don't want to feel rejected, and they just need a time out to recuperate from the stress that is caused by this connection. But again, remember I was saying, like, spiritually, they're getting some type of nudges or downloads about what this connection is. There's the Judgment. Like, they know they either need to step up or they're going to have to step off. Yep. I literally just said that. They're getting the nudge. They're having a wake-up call. They're having some type of spiritual awakening. They have a lot of spiritual growing to do to meet you at your level. And they know that. They are getting those insights with the higher priest there, and they know they either have to step up or they're going to have to step off, or you're going to step off. They don't want to be rejected because they know they have a lot of work to do, and they feel like Taurus is going to leave. They're going to move on because I'm not giving them enough, getting crumbs. Okay? Yeah, you may be looking, you may have even told them, like, get your shit together. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords. Or I'm going to be going down another path. That's what you're saying. Or they think that's what you're going to say. Right? They're hoping that you're going to, that you're at least considering having this stable opportunity with them to build something. They're going to get there eventually, but I don't know on what timeline they're going to get there. But they have a lot to do to get to where you are, Taurus. All right. The blockage that they perceive here is retreating. They feel like maybe there's some time out that they need to take, or you are going to take some type of time out and retreat from this connection because it's too much. It's too much for them. And it's not enough for you. What is this retreating? Nine of Cups, the Sun, Page of Wands. Yeah, they keep showing up as pages and knights, but mostly pages. They have a lot of growing up to do, and even if that's not like an emotional or just a maturity level in how they act, it's their spiritual level. They're very new to us, maybe their spiritual journey. But it's like, you don't need them, Taurus, and they see that as a blockage. Like, you're going to be happy on your own. You're going to go out there and be, bring your sunshine and bring your light to the world. They could see you glowing up in some type of way. And they're just slowly being left in the background, because all the other cards have like color, but this one specifically says retreated, and it's gray. It's like they feel like they're like, you know, disappearing into the background because you don't need them, because you're already so advanced beyond where they need to be. And this person knows it's going to take a lot of work to get to where you are. So the action they may take is staying stuck. So again, this person makes a lot of excuses. It's like they don't go within and do any of the inner work and to recognize how they're missing opportunities here with that Hermit, Four of Cups in reverse. So they just stay stuck. They just stay stuck. What is this staying stuck in their actions? Yeah, they're confused. Some of you are definitely on some type of twin flame connection here, twin flame journey with this person. And this could be your masculine who is confused about what this union means, what this, they don't want to accept that it is some type of soulmate connection or higher level connection here, because they see you as the Hierophant and seeking perfection. And so it's this is very new territory for them. It's confusing on how to come into union because of all of the requirements to be in union at this higher level, spiritual level. Yeah, there's the Ten of Wands again under the deck. It's too much work for them. Too much work. They may lead with a lot of passion, could be very lustful in how they approach the connection or how they approached it initially, but it's like, no, buddy, it's more to it than just that. Okay, so they have a lot of pent-up anger in the outcome here, and I feel like it's just a lot of frustration with being spiritually unaware and just unaware of themselves in general and how to approach you and how to meet your expectations. Okay, because again, they see you as seeking perfection. To them, they feel like it's needing to be perfect, but for you, it's not being perfect. It's about, there's a level of how you operate for something to sustain itself in a healthy way. And they in a truthful and honest way, fair way, balanced way. They don't know how to do that. They're immature. They're new to this. They're not true to this. But what's this pent-up anger in the outcome, the potential outcome here? What's the pent-up anger? Yeah. So they see you as, again, very self-sufficient. Remember we saw the Nine of Cups and the Sun as a blockage. They just kind of retreated into the background. These are what they perceive as a blockage. They see you as someone whose light's going to shine. You're going to be happy on your own, whole and sovereign, very independent, very abundant. Like, you wear nice clothes, you have nice things, you've worked really hard to get these things, and this is very intimidating for them because they show up as a page or a knight, not one king. Not one king. We do have the Emperor here, but that sometimes the Emperor is very performative. I've learned in readings that the Emperor can show up as a very performative energy, as someone who wants to look like they're in control, but they're not. This is someone who is very in and out, hot and cold, passion driven. This is someone who maybe with the pent up anger, they're just very lustful, and they want to, that's how they're able to get all this pent up energy out, is through sex. And it's not a bad, and it's not always a bad thing, but sometimes that's just how it could be, like some root chakra, or sacral chakra, work they need to do to balance that out. This could be someone who's very creative, and they don't know how. They could be very talented too, very creative, very talented, and they don't know how to express it any other way than through lustful and sexual activities, because that is a creative energy as well. Yeah. So they may just wait. They're angry. They have this pent-up anger about you not investing your time into a situation where you're not getting the return you need, because they're very self-unaware. Lustful. Devil. I can't make this stuff up. Could be dealing with the Gemini, Capricorn. What else is out here? Leo. Pisces, Cancer. Has some Saturn energy, so definitely could be dealing with a Capricorn. But there's a choice to be made here about, for some of you, is a twin flame soulmate connection. Let's get some advice, and then we're going to shut it down. All right. What's the advice for the Taurus collective here when it comes to their person? One more, please. Thank you. For 2. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. We have the Death card out here. 3 of Wands, 9 of Wands, Death, 5 of Wands. Yeah, it's a lot of fire energy here. A lot of wands. Okay. Your advice is, this person has a lot of transformation to do. Could be, you know, ego-based, an ego death that they need to go through, especially with that Emperor showing up, with the Judgment there, the High Priestess. Like they're getting an understanding. I wouldn't say they don't have any understanding. I feel like they're getting an understanding, or they're just very new to this spiritual awakening, or what this spiritual union possibly means. And they have to go through some type of dark night of the soul with the Hermit card in reverse, as they're avoiding that. They're fighting off any type of transformation that is needed. And your advice is, maybe you need to look towards the future. Start looking towards the future and planning towards your future. You may be feeling wounded, but these are not your wounds to try to heal. This person has to do it on their own. They're trying to get to a place where they feel confident, okay? Where they don't feel the need to retreat. Where they don't feel they have to reject you so that you don't reject them, okay? They want to be in this leadership, King of Wands, confident type of energy. But the focus has to be on you right now, Taurus, all right, until they can figure that out. Don't let them give you crumbs. You deserve way more than that. And you're not asking for perfection. You're just asking for what's right, okay? With that Hierophant there, showing up in your own energy. That is what I have for you, my loves. I do hope it resonates. I hope it helps and brings you clarity. If it does, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell button so you know when I upload. Comment down below. Let me know how this resonates for you. All right? And I'll see you next time. Bye.